I find that the 3D buildings contained within Google Earth for iOS just aren't up to snuff. The textures are very low resolution, and when you compare it to the Maps app in iOS 6, it just doesn't hold a candle to it. Notice this here. You see the textures on the right-hand side, those are from the Maps app for iOS 6, and on the left-hand side, that is Google Earth. And I've tried to get as close of a picture as I could of both apps in action, both in the same scenario, same city. There actually are 4 different cities that you'll find within Google Earth and within iOS 6 Maps that both services overlap. That means you have 3D buildings in both cities. There are only 4 cities that fall within that criteria: Boston, Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco. And even though Google tried to beat Apple to the punch with their WWDC 3D Maps announcement, Google still is obviously lagging behind. There are only, I believe, 13 cities right now that Google Earth supports with 3D buildings, while Apple has, I believe, 26. So that's double the amount of cities that they have support for. You can see here, this is a great example right here, this baseball stadium where the Padres play. Look at the detail on the right compared to the lack of detail on the left. These textures are awesome in iOS 6 Maps. These textures are amazing, really, when you think about it. It really goes to show how Apple is able to identify talent and make acquisitions that make sense, like their acquisition of Poly9 or C3 Technology. See, these are the companies that actually had the technology to begin with to pull this off. As you can see, it's really paid off for Apple. Their 3D maps look a lot better. The textures are just a much higher quality than what you find on Google Earth. Now, that also could pose a problem for Apple, because I noticed that the load time with the 3D maps on the Maps app for iOS 6 took a little longer than it did on Google Earth. But again, remember, this iOS 6 is still in beta. They're still working these things out. There may be some caching issues that they haven't finished working on, and it could just be those high quality textures that are causing it to load a little slower than what you find on Google Earth. But again, caching and things like that still need to be worked out. Google Earth is a finished app. It's available for download right now, and iOS 6 Maps is obviously still in beta. So that just goes to show you how far along Apple is already with their Maps application looking this good when compared with Google Earth. Look at the detail there. It's just remarkable that it's still in beta. It looks this good already, and they have double the cities supported with 3D buildings. So what do you guys think about the map wars? Do you think Google is in a better position, or is Apple ready to pounce on the competition? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is Jeff with iDownload Blog.